In the frozen vastness of the Himalayan highlands, where blizzards sweep the sky and time itself seems to sleep beneath layers of snow, a mother snow leopard paced nervously along a jagged ridge. Her silver-gray coat blended so perfectly into the icy terrain that she seemed a ghost of the mountains, silent, graceful, untouchable. But today, she was anything but calm. Her cub, still small and full of playful curiosity, had ventured too close to a crumbling ledge, chasing a fluttering snowbird, when the ground beneath gave way. The baby leopard had fallen, not far, but far enough, trapped in a narrow crevice where the snow piled deep and the rock walls rose like prison bars. The mother had tried everything. She growled, circled, attempted to climb down, but the descent was sheer and slick. Her calls grew more frantic with each hour, echoing into the cold air like whispers of panic. Below the ridge, nestled among pine trees dusted with frost, sat a small wooden hut, simple, smoke curling from the chimney. Inside, an old man named Dorje, once a renowned mountain guide and now retired in solitude, sat sipping tea beside a fire that crackled against the silence. The wind howled beyond the window, as it always did, but this time he heard something different. Faint, desperate. A sound that pulled at the heart more than the ears. Something was wrong in the mountains he loved. Guided by instinct and years of experience, Dorje bundled up, grabbed his walking stick and a coil of rope, and stepped out into the biting wind. His boots crunched through the snow as he climbed, guided only by sound and the unshakable sense that he was needed. Hours passed, and then, he saw her. The snow leopard. She stood protectively over the edge of the crevice, her muscles tense but unmoving as Dorje approached. Most would have turned back, fearing the wild beast, but Dorje saw something different in her eyes. Not aggression, but helplessness. A quiet plea. Carefully, slowly, he lowered himself to the ground and peered into the crevice. There, tucked against the rock, was the cub, alive, shivering, its golden eyes wide with fear. Without a word, Dorje anchored his rope, tested the edge, and began his descent, the snow crackling beneath him. It was slow, risky work. The crevice was narrow, and each move had to be calculated, careful. When he reached the cub, he spoke gently, calming it with his voice as he wrapped it in his thick jacket. The climb back was harder. The wind picked up, stinging his face. His hands ached. But step by step, he rose again, until finally he emerged from the crevice, cub in arms. The mother leapt forward, but did not attack. She sniffed the cub quickly, urgently, then looked up at Dorje, and for a long, breathless moment, man and beast stood inches apart, the wild and the human connected not by fear, but by trust. She gave a single, low chuff, a sound of recognition, then gently took the cub by the scruff and padded off into the snow, vanishing into the white. Dorje stood in silence, watching her disappear, snowflakes settling on his shoulders like blessings. He returned home wordless, heart full, knowing no one would believe him, and not caring if they did. Because that day, on the roof of the world, he had witnessed something rare and beautiful. A cry answered, a life saved, and the quiet power of compassion shared between two worlds that seldom meet.